Saints win at Everton. Can we still claim it as a win at Goodison Park? We go through on penalties. 1-1 at full time. Here's my quick report. As we progress into the fourth round and looking forward to another away game on the road in the Carabao Cup. Next time at Leicester City. But here's what happened tonight then. I think Everton, obviously before the match, they were odds-on favourite, and for the first part, at least for most of the first half, they were trying to grow into the game. It's a bit of a low-key affair, let's be honest. But Everton, they held most of the possession in the first half, and both keepers were worked, actually. I think Angus Gunn today had a fairly solid display, really kind of trying to put his pitch in for the first team. And Nathan Redmond, I want to point out, has looked all sorts of a different player this season. And today, he turned their young fullback inside out quite a few times. They had quite a bit of luck and fortunate down that left-hand side. Cutting in and out, a few step-overs. The fullback didn't know whether to come or go. And it was Nathan Redmond's tenacity down that left-hand side to lead up to Danny Ings' goal. And just before that, even Nathan Redmond struck the bottom of the post. So we sort of had a feeling something might come before half-time, and it did. Danny Ings popping up with another goal at Goodison Park after Nathan Redmond turns the fullback inside out, cuts it back to find out Danny Ings. It's not quite a clean shot, but nonetheless, he tucks it away on the far corner, goes in off the post with 1-0 at half-time. Happy days. Everton are coming at us sort of in the second half. We look a little bit more composed, a bit more comfortable on the ball as Yoshida is actually talking and communicating with his defence. Perhaps that's something that we've been severely lacking over the last sort of few weeks or so, where the communication is certainly not there. We did weather somewhat of a storm, actually. Angus Gunn, like I said, made a couple of key saves, looking really solid today. And we've got a hell of a player there. If he continues to continue in some of these cup games, it's only a matter of time. I think he'll be pushing Alex McCarthy. But if we look at Alex McCarthy's wonderful save at the weekend, we've got some stiff competition in the goalkeeping department. Angus Gunn made a really key save sort of midway through the second half. I think it was Nias or somebody sort of flicking it over between the defence, catching him out a little bit. It finds Lookman, takes it down, and Angus Gunn makes himself big, makes a really key save, and we stay in the game. But eventually, maybe you could say another defence relapse in concentration. Nias is introduced, he flicks it over, another through ball over through the defence, finds Theo Walcott, who's only been on the pitch a couple of minutes. He finds the through ball, slips it past Angus Gunn with 5 minutes to play. We're thinking, surely Saints, not again. We cannot surely see another lead slip. And we're suddenly looking at this as an elusive win in 21 years is slowly starting to dwindle as penalties approach. And as the end of the game, as the end of the 90 minutes come, Everton are throwing all their forwards on it with an apparent advantage on penalties. They have 3 or 4 forwards on at the same time, trying to push for that break, trying to push for that win for a 2-1. But Saints cling on. It's 1-1 at full time. Penalties ensue. And my God, let's start then with Richarlison's Samba shimmy. Wouldn't look out of place on the dance floor on a Friday night. Honestly, it was terrible. I'd like to hear your thoughts on it if you've seen the clip. Honestly, got to go down one of those highlights reels. and who remembers the Zaza Italian penalty from a couple of years ago in the Euros? Similar to that, couple of shimmies, just over elaborate, and it absolutely blazes it across the bar. Suddenly, Saints take the advantage. We're 1-up in the penalty shootout, but it comes down to Matt Targett. He gets his penalty saved. It's now 3-3 with 1 penalty left each. Theo Walcott's one is saved by Angus Gunn, who looks all sorts of a keeper, making a save in the penalty shootout, making key saves in the 90 minutes. We've got a hell of a goalkeeper here, and thank you very much, Man City. We'll see what happens with Angus Gunn. I want to see more of him. I'm excited to see more. So, in the unlikely character, it falls to Cedric for the final penalty, and he slots it away calmly. What penalty shootout? We're through to the 4th round. Another away trip to look forward to. Leicester City next time at the end of October. And it's a massive boost for the morale, as Dave Merrington and Adam Blackmore were saying on the commentary. It could do all sorts of wonders to the confidence as we go into Sunday's game with Chelsea, and a win nonetheless. It's a win. We'll take it. Doesn't matter if it's in penalties, but I'm sure we can cling on to any sort of hope with that. I guess at Goodison Park, maybe one of those I was there moments for the 200 or so. Let us know if you were there. Let us know what you thought of the match. A 1-1 and then 3-4 on penalties for Saints to win at Goodison Park. A solid display, kept us shape, disciplined into the fourth round and on to Sunday.